ทุกท่านนะคะสื่อมวลชนแล้วก็ Travel Agent Wholesale Travel Agent in Thailand นะคะ Good morning Good morning everyone Welcome to visit Berlin Welcome to visit Berlin นะคะ First of all I would like to introduce Mr. Raf He is Director of Marketing from Berlin Please warm welcome to you He's going to present for us today Welcome
Yeah, thank you for coming on a Monday morning. Normally, Monday morning is not good to have an event, but tough schedule. And I'm really grateful that you come this morning and that I have the opportunity to tell you a little bit about updates on Berlin in Central Europe, the place to be. 2026 just started, and I hope it will be a successful year for you and for your business and for our whole world. It will be an interesting year also when it comes to tourism, also for Berlin. We don't know which direction we are going. Last year was very good. But in the past, the US market, for example, was very, very strong in Berlin and in Germany. And we have the fear that because of the political situation, the numbers will go down. But there is a lot of potential for Berlin also in Asia, also for the Thai market, as Berlin really is a very good gateway also to Central Europe, to combine Berlin with Prague, Budapest, Vienna. New product, also very, very affordable. And we know that many travelers from Asia have been to Paris, they have been to London, so beaten tracks. And they're looking for new destinations in Europe. And for that, Berlin is a perfect gateway. So even though we are the capital of Germany, we think more European. We are a European capital, young, dynamic, also the only German city without a curfew, so that you can, like in Bangkok, go out late in the evening and enjoy yourself. Berlin is really known for its history, city of freedom. We had a peaceful revolution 37 years ago where no shots were fired, and that really means a lot today, freedom and peace. And history and the lifestyle. But that's not all of Berlin. Berlin has to offer much more, and that I want to show you today. Has any one of you been to Berlin before? No? No? Please talk to Thai Airways. We want a direct flight from Bangkok to Berlin to make you happy and make life also a little bit easier. Now actually we're talking to Thai Airways and also other airlines because direct connectivity really is important to boost also tourism.
ค่ะขออนุญาตนิดนึงนะคะก็เขาบอกว่าเขากำลังติดต่อการบินไทยเพื่อที่จะให้สายการบินบินตรงเข้าเบอร์ลินเพื่อความสะดวกของคนไทยนะคะที่จะไปเที่ยวในอนาคตค่ะ
So we always talk about the world of Berlin because Berlin is totally different than any other German city. That is because of the history, because of the lifestyle, because the city was divided for a long time. And you can feel that every time when you come into Berlin, that it's totally different. It's much more relaxed than the rest of Germany. High-end culture, and I want to show you how Berlin looked like a few days ago. Our slogan right now always is #Berlin always now, because the city always reinvents itself. There's always something new. It's never still standing, and that is why it is really exciting destination. So this one here was just beginning of January. So how can you start this? It's a very short video. You can really feel climate change also in Berlin. Normally in the past years, no winter, no snow, but now we had some really nice snow a few weeks ago. Wow. We have to go back. No, before, the video before. Back. This one, this video. See? I like sunshine, I like warm temperatures, I like to be in Thailand, but if you want to have snow, you can also have this winter feeling in Berlin. Another hashtag could also be for Berlin, always expect the unexpected, because always Berlin gives you travel reasons 12 months per year, and actually also now becoming interesting for honeymoon travel, because we have so many nice palaces and parks in Berlin, so that also young couples from Asia are coming to Berlin for honeymoon.
Meets Chanel, the crust subwoofer straight out of hell. You're a funk that booth in every way, and chatbot with for every day.
I feel so brilliant, the travel that can, and on its own, especially in the way. I feel so brilliant, the travel that can, and on its own, especially on the way. There's a pink piano in Berlin, rabbit beers never sitting, player glowing in the wind. Applause from a hippie girl and a dog with a big grin. I feel so Berlin, the travel again, and on its own, especially on the way. I feel so Berlin, the travel again, and on its own, especially on the way.
So that's the first idea of why Berlin is so young and vibrant and dynamic. And aside from the history, aside from lifestyle, Berlin has a lot of stories to tell. This year, Berlin celebrates 20 years of City of Design. So 20 years ago, we were awarded from UNESCO the title as City of Design. And design you can find all over the city. So you can find design in Berlin hotels. There's always new hotels coming to Berlin, and a lot of them really have a unique charm. Also like here in Bangkok, I'm always amazed that you always have new hotels here in Bangkok and a lot of really nice boutique-style hotels with a unique charm. One, for example, is not mentioned on this one. It's called Wilmina. And the Wilmina used to be a woman's prison. And they have transformed the woman's prison into a hotel, a 5-star hotel. Very nice. But you can find design also all over the city, like in old bunkers that are being used as it's like art galleries these days, industry buildings, memorials. So you can also create product and do tours just focusing on architecture and discovering those places. Always have to keep in mind, Berlin was almost completely destroyed in the Second World War and was rebuilt. Then you had the former west part, you had the former east part. So it means you will always find different kinds of architecture and design all over the city. Like this was, for example, used to be a concert hall. And this is this typical East German socialistic architecture that was influenced a lot from the Russian architecture. Also, like this one, it's a cinema international, so having the mix of Western architecture and Eastern architecture. This is our International Congress Center, which is closed right now. That was built in the 70s, looks more like a starship. And you have a UNESCO World Heritage sites, like this one. This building is called Hufeisensiedlung. It's like the horseshoe architecture, and you have different also UNESCO World Heritage sites just focusing on architecture in Berlin. Bauhaus, also very important period when it comes to architecture. This Bauhaus building will reopen this summer, and there you can also get a very good idea of the whole Bauhaus period. And also our museum island is under construction. The museum island consists of 5 museums, the world famous Pergamon Museum, which is under construction. And this whole area will be connected through an underneath promenade, and they bring remodeling it step by step. So Pergamon altar reopening next year. Also in Potsdam, you have the famous Museum Barberini, where you can find pictures and paintings from German Impressionism and Max Liebermann. Actually in Berlin, we always love to say we have more museums than rainy days in Berlin. So a lot of things also to see in museums. Also, when you think about Berlin, you would never expect castles or palaces in Berlin, but also unique design in those palaces that we have in Berlin. And there's not only one palace, we have more than 20 palaces in Berlin. As you also see, it's a very green city. We have a lot of waterways, lots of parks. That means you can spend a lot of time also just walking in parks, enjoying themselves on the water. So a lot of activities also for tourists to enjoy themselves in nature. Berlin is also famous for its street art. So you'll find that all over the city is street art. By the way, we have, I will also do a follow-up and send you more information. We have a very good website also with media services where you can download pictures, where you have basic research text and so on and so on. And anything else you need to know, want to know from Berlin, please let me know. I have my business card here and I will also talk to you later. Some Germans will think, oh my God, what is this? Looks so ugly, but it's street art. And street art can be very, very colorful, and it's very authentic, it's very unique. And also for the very first time, they have put street art into museums. So this museum, Urban Nation Museum, is a museum where you can find street art inside the building. And it's free of charge, so you don't have to pay anything to see that museum. Design and show you can also see when it comes to entertainment. We have a lot of international shows. One of the most exciting ones has just started in November. It's Cirque du Soleil, well known all over the world. And they're having now a permanent show in Berlin that just started in November.
Cirque du Soleil presents Alizé, the world premiere of the spectacular new show. Push back the boundaries of imagination with a flight into the invisible, where the impossible seems possible. Alizé by Cirque du Soleil. From November, exclusively in Berlin.
So they will only have this one in Berlin, and it's really an amazing show, as well as also the Friedrichstadtpalast. The Friedrichstadtpalast is the world's largest stage, so it's not in Las Vegas or anywhere else in the world, but it's in Berlin. And they always have like a yearly show, and this one just started also in September. It's called Blinded by Delight. Very international, no German speaking, so it's also very good for our non-speaking foreign guests. Food always important, and you can also find a lot of good food and design in Berlin. Like also, again, what I like about Bangkok is that you also have so many always new restaurants, unique young places to visit. So that's a bit similar to Berlin. So Berlin and Bangkok in many ways, similar also when it comes to food and design. So we always have new openings with unique design restaurants with excellent food. By the way, we have now 32 Michelin stars in Berlin. And that really shows that also this culinary scene is always reinventing itself. a lot of local breweries with craft beer. When you think about beer and you think about Germany, you think Bavaria is the place for beer. But Berlin used to have more than 400 breweries just 100 years ago. And of course, our typical local dish is our Berlin curry sausage that you also can find all over the city, very healthy. Let's see. Can you start? Eating and drinking is always good for life, very important. When it comes to shopping, people don't want to buy the Gucci's, the Prada. They're more looking for things that are local, things that are crafted and made in Berlin. So there are a lot of places when it comes to fashion, for example, but also perfume. You all got a small sample of our Berlin perfume. It says Frau Thunis. And this perfume is from Berlin, and you can go also to this perfume store and you can create your own perfume there. So it's also a very nice experience, Frau Thunis. So it's a lot of places, unique Berlin brands that you can find that you cannot find anywhere else in the world, from also music and also, of course, fashion. KPM, the porcelain manufacturers, they are also from Berlin. There you can also experience how Berlin, porcelain is made. You can also paint your own porcelain. So that also adds to the flavor of the city, that you can have your own experiences, not only going to museums, but also experience something on your own. Also design in public transportation. This is our Berlin Metro. And this is the metro station close to Museum Island, where they have created like a sky with stars, with lights. So you can always find a design just going to our public transportation metro system. But it's not only about design this year. There's a lot of things happening that give you reasons to travel, that give you reasons to write stories about. And that is, for example, going local, experiencing the different districts, do walking tours, do bicycle tours, go to nice restaurants, and enjoy the city 24/7, because it doesn't have any official closing hours, as I mentioned, for the bars. You can enjoy swimming in an outdoor pool that is inside the river. So many places to have unique special experiences. The year normally starts now with the Green Week, which is a very international trade show. In Berlin, in February, we now have the film festival, Berlinale. There's a lot of sports events taking place this year. We just had an NBA game. In June, there is always the Fête de la Musique, where you have a lot of stages with open-air concerts free of charge, long nights of the museums. But all that information you can always find on our website. We have a daily updated event calendar with a lot of information that you can share also with your clients. Berlin Film Festival. Berlin really is an important film production city, and a lot of also international movies were produced in Berlin and are still being produced right now, also from Netflix series.
I love Berlin.
It's one of my favorite cities.
Ready and action!
They're coming, Eddie.
So you basically can also do tours in this city to see where film locations have been, where movies were produced. Also always lots of good art exhibitions in the city, like Picasso at the Berggruen Museum. In May, always very nice is the Carnival of the Cultures. We have more than people living in Berlin from more than 180 countries. So once a year they have like a 3-day street festival where they have a street parade, and where you can also then taste the food from those various countries. We also have a large Thai community, and they always meet each weekend at a park in Berlin to have Thai food that you can also share. But this really is a nice, very nice, colorful, fun event in May. Also our Berlin Cathedral, the Hohenzollern crypt reopens. It was closed for a couple of years, and now it's reopening in March. So another important date for Berlin this year. On the right-hand side, by the way, you can see our new city palace, which is called the Humboldt Forum. That actually is the reconstruction of the old city palace, because it was destroyed in the Second World War. And now they have reconstructed the city palace. Also has a rooftop restaurant, very nice, has different also exhibitions inside. Also everything free of charge. And the back you can see our TV tower that has a revolving restaurant. And there now one of our most important chefs from Berlin has opened his restaurant and serving their German food. So this is the cultural heart of Berlin, and very easy to walk around, and also very interesting for our international guests. Another very interesting exhibition beginning in March is from Konstantin Brancusi, who is a world-famous sculptor. And then, of course, in September, when it comes to sports, our Berlin Marathon, where we always have also a lot of runners coming from Asia, because the track is flat, climate always is good, and it's always good for a world record. And you have a lot of spectators supporting the people, so this really is a very it's one of the highest, top 5 marathons in the whole world, and definitely also nice, very nice event for Berlin. So all this information also available on our website. I'm also happy to share the presentation with you. If you have any questions, you can always contact me via email at any time, 24 hours per day, and I'm happy to respond. And I hope that, again, that this year will be a good one for you. My best wishes to you. And don't forget, life is for living and to enjoy the moment. That is the most important thing. Kap kun kap.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and very beautiful country, and Berlin, interesting to visit too. Well, everyone Any question? And you say the event that's gonna happen in เราจะพูดภาษาอังกฤษไปแล้วขอโทษค่ะ I'm sorry I'm gonna translate in Thai
I think your Thai is very good
สายการบินมันน่าจะดีลกันเสร็จเมื่อไหร่
Q&A in a minute okay they have question
ไม่
already ค่ะก็เห็นอีเวนต์ต่างๆนะคะที่เขาโชว์เมื่อกี้นี้ตั้งแต่เดือนต่างๆไม่ว่าจะเป็นเดือนเมษเดือนพฤษภาแล้วก็มีไม่ว่าจะเป็นมาราธอนก็เป็นท็อปของทั่วโลกเลยนะท็อปไฟนะคะแล้วก็ร้านอาหารการกิน culture ต่างๆสถานที่ท่องเที่ยวต่างๆนะคะแล้วก็ที่สำคัญเนี่ยที่เขาพูดถึงประเทศที่เบอร์ลินเนี่ยมีพาเลส20เนี่ย20ประมาณ20พาเลสเลยค่ะมากกว่าไทยเนาะแล้วก็สวยๆที่แล้วที่สำคัญมากๆก็คือเหมือนกับการแลกเปลี่ยนเขาบอกว่าเขาชอบประเทศไทยวอร์มใช่ไหมคะแต่เมื่อกี้ใครเห็นสโนว์ Thai people would love to see snow นะคะ
Next time I bring some snow
they're gonna have some question Are you gonna in the middle or it's okay for
Thanks for you
11:30 still have time now we're gonna have Q&A session
จะถามฤดูกาลนี้ยังไงการท่องเที่ยวแต่ละในปีหนึงอะแบบเป็นยังไงไม่ฤดูซีซั่น
the season of Berlin how they separate like Thailand they have fall summer winter and which
Exactly.
part is gonna be
Actually,
best one to-
the nicest time, of course, is to travel during summer. Yeah, because when the days are long and it's warm and you can enjoy yourself outdoor. Because Berlin really is green. I just mentioned lots of waterways. You can sit outdoors in cafes. It's simply much more fun when everything is green. But of course, we have 4 seasons. As you see, winter can be very dark and very cold with sometimes snow and ice. But then the days are short, yeah. But also the Christmas time is a very nice time to come to Berlin, because in Berlin we have more than 60 Christmas markets, and some of those Christmas markets they're usually begin end of November, but some of them are also open until early January, so on January 6th. So that means also during that dark time you can enjoy Berlin with Christmas markets, going to concerts, having good food, doing Christmas shopping, so that's also a nice time. But we have those 4 seasons, spring, summer, winter, fall, but again, any time of the year is a good time to come to Berlin. It's not like here we don't have any rainy season, so that means you can sell the Berlin really every time of the year. But again, summer the nicest time.
ก็คำตอบก็มีอยู่ว่ามีอยู่4ฤดูนะคะsummer I try to think in Thai ฤดูร้อนฤดูหนาวแต่ไม่มีฤดูฝนมี fall ก็
ใบไม้ร่วง
ใบไม้ร่วงแล้วก็อันสุดท้ายก็คือใบไม้ผลิค่ะแต่ประเทศเขาที่เบอร์ลินเนี่ยเที่ยวได้ทุกฤดูถ้าใครชอบหน้าหนาวก็เที่ยวหน้าหนาวก็ได้แต่แนะนำก็คือซัมเมอร์จะได้ออกไปอยู่ข้างนอกได้นั่งชมวิวได้ทำกิจกรรมด้านนอกได้ค่ะ
Also very important, Berlin is a really international city. Yeah? As I mentioned, we have people from basically all over the world. So that means when you're in Berlin as a tourist, anybody will help you. Everybody speaks English. Again, also we have a Thai community, so we always get around very easy. And it's also a very safe city to get around.
ค่ะก็เรื่องสำคัญที่สุดเลยก็คือความปลอดภัยถ้าเราไปที่เบอร์ลินเขาบอกได้เลยว่าถ้าเราเป็นนักท่องเที่ยวจะได้รับการต้อนรับอย่างดีแล้วก็มีการให้ความช่วยเหลือในทุกๆด้านหากเกิดปัญหาอะไรแต่ปลอดภัยแน่นอนเซฟตี้โอเคค่ะ
วิสิตเบอร์ลินเนี่ยต้องการเจาะกลุ่มเป้าหมายใหม่หรือว่ากลุ่มเป้าหมายที่ไปเที่ยวยุโรปหรือเยอรมันอยู่แล้วครับ
What is your target to go in Berlin it's like at the past you have so many people already have to go to Berlin, but it's gonna be new target and we try to find other.
The good thing about Berlin is a huge city. So our target, of course, is not necessary to rise numbers, because some destinations in the world now facing over-tourism, and that is then always critical. So we always want to balance the needs of our visitors, but also the needs of our local community, because we see travelers, when they come to Berlin, they are like temporary citizens. So they should always respect a local culture, like what I always see, that when you visit Thailand, visitors should respect your local culture and behave well. Sometimes it's not happening that way, I can read. So Berlin, it's more about quality tourism. Sustainability is, of course, becoming more and more important. Going local, have more local experiences and have that year-round. That is more our goal, to balance the needs of locals, but also visitor.
ค่ะก็จะแบ่งทุกอย่างให้เป็นความเท่าเทียมกัน ไม่ว่าจะเป็นคนในพื้นที่เขาหรือว่าต่างชาติที่เข้าไปนะคะ and you think you gonna group of target of Thai people gonna be increased in the future?
Yeah, that's our target, because right now the visitor numbers from Asia are still low, because we don't have that much direct flight connections. But we see that, as I mentioned earlier, many Asian travelers, also Thai travelers, have been to France, Italy, beaten tracks, and there's always the desire to discover something new. Also, when Germans come to Thailand, I think now everybody has seen the beaches, but maybe the north of Thailand will become more interesting, or more going to the countryside. So there's always a lot of interest for us also to develop this market. That's why it is important for us to come here, to talk to you, to meet with you, also when you are from travel industry, help you how to create product, and to give you just new ideas. And again, for that, Central Europe is becoming more interesting, because you have the open borders. It's very easy to connect. You can fly basically, for example, fly into Berlin, then go to Prague, then go to Vienna and fly out of Vienna. So many opportunities to do different product and to see Europe in a different way.
ค่ะก็เปรียบเสมือนนะคะก็เหมือนคนมาเมืองไทยแล้วไปเที่ยวเชียงใหม่อะไรประมาณนี้เขาก็พยายามจะพัฒนาให้มีการต่อยอดในการที่มีนักท่องเที่ยวมากขึ้นในเบอร์ลินค่ะเอาง่ายๆมั้งสั้นๆประมาณนี้แหละออกมาแล้วสรุป
อัปเดตเบอร์ลิน 2026 เนี่ยมันมีความแตกต่างจากปีก่อนๆ
How is the difference between Visit Berlin 2025 and it's gonna be coming in this year?
Pardon?
How is different from last year and this year?
Year has just started, so we don't know yet. Yeah, but we always know that Berlin has always new stories to tell. There's always interesting things happening in the city throughout the year. And we just hope that we can get this year or next year more also international flight connections. Very important for the future, of course, is that the Ukrainian war ends, because as soon as that war ends, the Russian airspace will be open again, and then it will be easier also for Asian travelers or for airlines to go from Asia to Germany. Right now, with the extra miles you have to take either way around, more flight costs, tickets more expensive. So a lot of things are hopefully changing soon to a better way.
You try to make that's the war is concerned to make everything more difficult to get tourism.
Well, of course, for Asia, it's for Asian travelers, it's more complicated to go to Europe with the Russian airspace closed. Unless you're from China they can fly. But we spoke also to Thai Airways, we spoke to Thai Air Asia, and in Vietnam Vietjet and other airlines, or Japan Airlines. And they're all thinking maybe to have direct flights to Berlin, but they say right now, because if you cannot fly via Russia, and you have to fly all the way this way or this way, it's too expensive. The costs are too high to put up new flights. But so that's why a lot of things depend on how things are developing when it comes to geopolitics.
ค่ะก็ตอนนี้มันก็มีเกี่ยวกับเรื่องสงครามเข้ามาเกี่ยวใช่ไหมคะมันก็จะทำให้ การเดินทางเนี่ยลำบากปกติถ้าเราเดินทางตรงไปเลยมันก็จะถึงเร็วการไปเที่ยวก็จะมีคนอยากไปเที่ยวมากขึ้นแต่ปัจจุบันเนี้ยมันเหมือนกันอ้อมไปอ้อมมาแล้วก็ค่าใช้จ่ายในการใช้ตั๋วเครื่องบินเนี่ยมันแพงกว่าปกติแต่เขาก็จะพยายามทำทุกอย่างเพื่อให้เป็น destination ที่คนไปง่ายที่สุดอย่างเช่นพยายามติดต่อสายการบินเมื่อกี้การบินไทยแอร์เอเชียแล้วก็เวสเจ็ตนะคะก็หวังว่าก็จะดีขึ้นไปเรื่อยๆ
But right now you still have some good flight connections with Thai Airways going to Frankfurt, and you have Turkish Airlines via Istanbul, which is a very good connection. Because from Istanbul they have 5 daily flights connecting to Berlin, so that's a good option. Qatar Airways. So there's some connections how to get to Berlin with one stop. Lufthansa celebrating 100 years now this year. And Lufthansa was formed in Berlin, so it's basically a Berlin airline, but does not fly long haul from Berlin, unfortunately.
โอเคค่ะก็มีไฟล์หนึ่งนะคะก็คือลูฟซันซ่าที่เขากำลังพูดถึงแต่ว่ามันแบบไม่มีลองฮอก็คือไม่มีแบบได้เดินทางไกลจากเบอร์ลินไป and it have to change for Frankfurt is it right
Frankfurt, yes.
Domestic from Berlin and to Frankfurt
Yeah.
ถ้าอยากมาเบอร์ลินก็ต้องมาลงที่แฟรงก์เฟิร์ตเมืองหลวงนะคะแล้วก็ต่อมาที่เบอร์ลินเพื่อในอนาคต
Very good way, by the way, also to travel within Europe is by train. So the train system in Europe is also getting better. And you have a lot also night trains going from Berlin to Paris, for example, Berlin to Brussels, Berlin to Copenhagen. So many opportunities also to use the train system.
ค่ะถ้าอยู่ในเยอรมันนะคะไม่ว่าจะไปไหนเนี่ยเขาแนะนำการใช้รถไฟของเขาเหมือนเมืองจีนตอนนี้ปัจจุบันเนี่ยที่แบบรถไฟเร็วจากเมืองนี้ไปเมืองนี้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยประมาณนั้นนะคะหรือญี่ปุ่นที่ประเทศญี่ปุ่นด้วยอะไรประมาณนั้นฮะแล้วก็เขาแนะนำถ้าจากเบอร์ลิน take a train ค่ะ the best way to travel
Easy, relaxed.
easy and ง่ายแล้วก็สะดวก
I've been to Thailand many times for holidays, but I also would like to take a train one day from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. 16 hours?
Yeah, it's more than other country they have a fast train. Is it right?
Yeah.
ก็เขาบอกว่ามาเมืองไทยถ้าจะไปเชียงใหม่รถไฟได้16 ชั่วโมงแต่ของเขาอาจจะรวดเร็ว How far from Berlin to Frankfurt?
Frankfurt, the fast train is 3.5 hours. And you can also take fast train from Berlin to Munich. Every hour there's a fast train and takes about 3 hours to go from Berlin to Munich. So very fast.
เข้าจากเบอร์ลินไปแฟรงก์เฟิร์ตเพื่อจะบินก็แค่3 ชั่วโมงนะคะประมาณนี้สะดวก Any more question? ใคร
รถ
มี
ไฟเขาความเร็วมันเท่าไหร่ต่อ
specific question? How fast?
427 กิโลเมตรต่อชั่วโมง
ใช่เหรอ
Is it a fast train? How fast from take like a Thailand in 80 miles per hour? And how about you?
The fast trains really go 320 kilometers per hour.
320
The highest speed is 320. The Chinese are faster.
เขาบอกว่าประมาณ320นะคะความเร็วถึงได้เต็มแค่3 ชั่วโมงจากเบอร์ลินเข้าไปแล้วก็เขาบอกปัจจุบันเนี้ยที่จีนเร็วกว่าเยอรมันเพราะว่าเพิ่งไปทดสอบมากับตัวเองเลยค่ะ Any more question?
อะไรคือเสน่ห์ของเบอร์ลินนะฮะแล้วถ้าชวนคนไทยไปเที่ยวเบอร์ลินต้องไปเที่ยวที่ไหนเพราะอะไรครับ
What is attractive?
อะไรคือเสน่ห์ของเบอร์ลิน
What is the attractive of Berlin that Thai have that like gimmick of Thai people to go to?
It's like you go to a 5-star restaurant, you open the menu, some like fish, some like meat. That means whatever you like to find in Berlin, you will find. If you want to go to the museums, you will high-end art, very international, well-known paintings. If you want to go more be sportive activities, you can go to the parks. If you want to go shopping, so basically you can find everything that makes you happy. Go to evening shows, have some good food. have local experiences, and that 12 months per year. So basically, again, menu, you open up what you like, you pick, and you will find.
ก็สรุปง่ายๆก็คือที่เบอร์ลินน่าเที่ยวทุกอย่าง visit everywhere is good to visit
Is the number of tourists Asia in last year?
I don't have the final numbers yet. They're coming in now in about 2 weeks, but definitely rising a lot. Yeah, because there's much more interest. Because also we saw already last year that some Asian travelers do not like to go to the United States anymore because they feel unsafe. Yeah, because you don't know what they're going to do to you. So there's more focus now on Europe in general, and within Europe, I think Germany is growing a lot. So also just saying one example, the Chinese market, rest of Germany grow about 4%, Berlin 17%. So we can really see much more interest for Berlin and Central Europe.
And target this year?
Yes, let's see how this year goes.
ค่ะก็ท้ายเขาก็ถามว่าปีที่ผ่านมาเป็นไงบ้างเปอร์เซ็นต์เพิ่มมากน้อยแค่ไหนคุณราฟก็บอกว่ามันเพิ่มขึ้นแล้วก็ไปในทิศทางที่ดีนะคะก็คือสรุปว่าเพิ่มมากขึ้นเดี๋ยวกลับไปที่คำถามคุณสัทธรเมื่อกี้นี้ก็ back to that question again okay he asked about which part of Berlin oh I already got your answer
Berlin, big difference, I didn't mention that before, but big difference from Berlin to any other German city is we do not have one single city center. Normally, when you travel to European cities, everything is in the city center. You have the hotels, you have the shopping, you have the museum, city center. But Berlin was divided, so from a west part, from an east side part, and we have 12 different districts, like Paris. Yeah, so you always pick your district where you want to go, and in each district you will find your shopping, your hotels, or whatever, and you always move around. For that, we also have our website, which is called Going Local, where you can get recommendations what to do in the districts, what are the best cafes, what are the best shops, and also when it comes to hotel selection, you don't select the hotel because it's city center, because there is no city center. It's more about the quality. I always say, when you come to a destination, the first thing that you see when you come from the airport is your hotel. It's like a blind date. And from our life, if blind date goes wrong, everything is wrong. So it's always important to select the nice hotel that is good for your client, that make your client happy, and then everything is good. So have a good date, not a blind date.
จริงๆทุกอย่างมันจะอยู่ในเมืองเป็นหลักเลยที่ท่องเที่ยวแต่เมื่อกี้คำถามที่คุณสาธรถามมาก็คือที่ไหนน่าเที่ยวบ้างเขาก็สรุปมาว่าน่าเที่ยวทุกที่เปรียบเสมือนเราไปร้านอาหารดีๆแล้วก็เปิดเมนูดูแล้วเราก็เลือกว่าเราอยากได้อะไรเราก็จะได้ในสิ่งที่เราต้องการไม่ว่าจะเป็นอยากไปดูอาร์ตนะคะอยากไปมิวเซียมหลายๆที่อะค่ะก็อันนี้เป็น comprehensive very good comprehensive about menu open and choose what you like
แล้วระยะเวลาที่ไปเป็นทริปแบบว่า3 วัน 5 วันอะไรควรจะเป็น
how long it should be if they travel how many days
I think Berlin needs at least 4 nights at least, yeah, because otherwise you cannot feel the city. You need 4 nights in Berlin. It's not 1 night is not good enough. And when you want to combine Berlin, then maybe 2 or 3 cities, but not try to do it Europe in 5 days. Yeah, that is the old days. But today, after pandemic, people, they want to slow down in travel. They want to experience more. They want to use their senses more life quality while traveling, not rush anymore.
minimum นะคะประมาณ4 วัน4 คืนคือ5 วันIt's not including travel from Bangkok.
No, 4 days directly in Berlin.
4 วันประมาณ4 วันนะคะแต่ถ้าเกิดอยากจะอยู่เพิ่มเติมก็เพิ่มได้แต่ประมาณ4 วัน
อยากรู้อาหารท้องถิ่นของเบอร์ลินที่ไปแล้วห้ามพลาดเหมือนเราไปเชียงใหม่แล้วก็กินข้าวซอยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะไส้กรอก
They asking about the international food is your unique in Berlin
You will find everything from all over the world. There's one street which is called Kantstraße where you have find all the Asian restaurants, but again, Michelin star restaurants, high-end food, but you of course find this typical German food, pork knuckles, sauerkraut, sausages, pork knuckles, yeah. So you have find everything.
ก็สรุปที่เวลาอันต้องมองเขาไม่ได้เก็ตที่
ไส้กรอกอีสานกับเบียร์
They try to ask like when you come to Thailand the best thing that you have to eat is pad Thai. What about in your country in Berlin actually it's like a sausage American sausage.
Of course, it's if you want to go fast food, it's the curry sausage, but also döner kebab. Yeah, because we have a large Turkish community, and the döner kebab was invented in Berlin. I also saw that there is a Berlin döner kebab here in Bangkok.
ก็เขาไม่ได้เจาะจงนะคะเมื่อกี้เท่าที่ฟังดูก็เหมือนกับก็มีอะไรให้กินหลายอย่างแม้กระทั่งเคบับเคบับค่ะแล้วก็ไส้กรอกถ้าเราอยากจะทานแต่เขาก็ไม่ได้เฉพาะเจาะจง everything good to eat yeah this is right
Not spicy. I know that Thai people love spicy. German food normally is not spicy. Yeah.
What is the best time
ถาม
to visit for you
For me, the best time to visit Berlin,
Yes.
I would say between May and October, because then you have the summer, because then days are long, nice, warm.
จาก spring from
Yeah.
springtime in May until fall
Yeah,
winter
yeah.
ก็คุณท้ายล่าถามว่าหน้าหนาวที่น่าเที่ยวก็เริ่มจากเดือนมีนาจนถึงพฤศจิกาของทุกๆปีเพราะว่าหลังจากพฤศจิกา it's gonna be snow is it right after November
You never know, yeah, because sometimes it starts now January. We can also, when I come back in February, we can also have still snow.
Do we have any certificate for Michelin star restaurant for if we do incentive book
Yes, I can send you the more information about that.
ค่ะก็ถามถึงเรื่องมิชลินใช่ไหมคะแล้วก็ตอนนี้เดี๋ยวราฟเขาบอกคงน่าจะมีหลายที่เขาก็เลยเดี๋ยวจะส่งลิสต์ให้นะคะ
In your personal opinion, what is your favorite spot in Berlin right now?
Favorite spot, everything in the city west around, it's called Savignyplatz. That's the old, more traditional part of Berlin. In that area, you have a lot of nice bars, restaurants, it's shopping, so it's even nice to walk around. Savignyplatz, city west.
สถานที่ที่เขาชอบที่สุดในความคิดของเขาเฉพาะของเขาที่เขาชอบ
เขาตอบมาเนี่ย They ask for which the best place that you really love it to
But any place in Berlin is nice. I always like to walk around a lot, so also like here in Bangkok, I always like to walk.
It's good to walk in Berlin
Yes,
It's very nice
yes.
better than take a train or better than
Always good air quality, and you can experience the steamer, or you take a rental bike. A lot of hotels have the bike.
ก็แนะนำว่าถ้าเกิดอยู่ที่เบอร์ลินการเดินเป็นเรื่องที่ดีที่สุดหรือจะไปเช่าจักรยานก็ได้ในการขี่เพื่อชมเมือง
And traffic is not like Bangkok.
is how many Thai temple in Berlin
Thai temple?
Yeah.
I think there are 2 or 3, but not many.
จะไปขอข้าวพ่อกินเนี่ย
Actually-
very interesting
Actually, there is also very nice when it comes to religion. Interesting project. It's called the House of One. The House of One. So they will have under one roof Christian church, Jewish church, and Muslim. So they all 3 religion sharing one building. Because the idea behind that is it doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter which religion you are. We are all human beings, and we can share a building for prayers.
เดี๋ยวthey have one more tradition they just arrived from Sego they have very famous wholesale in Thailand
Okay.
เป็นว่าหยอดอะไรโฟน
อยากจะถามว่าที่เขามารอบนี้เขาอยากจะเหมือนนะคะว่ามาโปรโมทอะไรที่เกี่ยวกับเบอร์ลินที่เป็นหลักเลย
What is your major income in Thailand this time to promote Berlin?
Because as I mentioned earlier, the whole world is changing right now. Tourism is changing, and we see a lot of opportunity right now, not only in Thailand, but the whole of Southeast Asia for Berlin. So that is why it's important not only to be online, but also to be offline, meet you in person, build networks, and see how we can assist you and help you to create product that is also good for your clients here in Thailand.
ก็เปรียบเขามาครั้งนี้ก็เพราะว่ามันเป็นโอกาสที่ดีที่จะได้พบปะตัวต่อตัวนะคะดีกว่าทำแค่ออนไลน์ดังนั้นถ้าถามว่าเมเจอร์จริงๆก็คือจุดประสงค์นะของเขาก็อยากพบปะสื่อแล้วก็พบปะ travel agent ที่ทำยุโรปจริงๆค่ะ
next step event for promotion is main next step.
Next step here in Thailand or for me for travel? Next step is of course to see maybe we also go to the travel shows like ITB Asia and maybe also talk again to airlines here, so continue our work together with Berlin Airport to attract more airlines to Berlin. So that's probably the most important thing right now. For me personally, tomorrow flying to Hong Kong to do event also in Hong Kong. With Lufthansa, again, they're celebrating 100 years and also 60 years in Hong Kong, so that's what I'm doing tomorrow. But then coming back to Bangkok on Friday for 3 more nights, but not for work.
ก็ก้าวต่อไปที่เขาจะต้องทำนะคะก็มีไปฮ่องกงด้วยซึ่งจะเดินทาง is it tomorrow the day after ไปฮ่องกงเพื่อไปทำแบบนี้แหละโปรโมทนะคะเพื่อใกล้ชิดแล้วก็คุยกับเอเจนต์หรือว่าแบบนี้ประมาณนี้เลยแล้วก็มีการไปรูปแพนซ่าครบรอบ100 ปีอะไรอย่างนี้ something.
Do you have special promotion for Thailand for agent for special promotion? Do you have?
No, we always, unfortunately, there's no office from the German National Tourist Board here in this region. They want to reopen an office in Singapore this year for this market, also for Thailand. And then there will be somebody in Singapore also in charge from the German National Tourist Office for Thailand. And with them, we usually do also farm trips or media trips, press trips, because I always say seeing is believing. Yeah? You have to go to a destination to experience. But if anyone comes to Europe for whatever reason and you have the time to come to Berlin also, we can always help you with accommodation and also show you around.
ค่ะก็ตอบง่ายๆก็คือว่าเขาไม่ได้มีออฟฟิศในกรุงเทพแต่จะมีเกิดขึ้นอีกครั้งที่สิงคโปร์แล้วก็ทางสิงคโปร์ก็จะอินชาร์จที่นี่ในเอเชียด้วยแล้วก็จะมีแพลนนิ่งทำมีเดียทริปก็คือพาสื่อเที่ยวนะคะแล้วก็แฟมิลี่เซชั่นทริปก็เหมือนกันคล้ายๆกันนะคะไม่ว่าจะเป็นเอเจนต์ผสมกับสื่อคู่กันไปค่ะ Any more question?
ก็ถือว่าเป็นช้อปปิ้งเป็นแบบดีฟรัน
It's about tax refund if we go and shopping in.
They do at the airport. It's easy.
How many percent tax?
19.
ถ้าถามว่าการทำ tax refund นะคะก็คุณที่ทำมีการทำ tax refund หลังจากที่เราช้อปปิ้งในเบอร์ลินก็จะต้องไปรีฟันที่แอร์พอร์ตประมาณ 19% สูงกัน
And I also know that visa situation is easy from Thailand to Germany because I talked to the German embassy and they say it's easy.
ค่ะแล้วการขอวีซ่าก็ไม่ได้ยากอย่างที่เคยเป็นมาและที่สำคัญก็คือเมื่อกี้คุณจูบอกใช่ไหมคะว่าหาไม่ยากแล้ว it's not difficult to get the visa แล้วก็ทำเป็นเชงเก้นขอโทษค่ะเชงเก้น
Good. I hope you're hungry and that you can also stay for lunch. Huh?
หิวกันหรือยังน่าจะหิวเลยเนาะ Okay. Well, are you gonna close this ceremony?
I'm happy when you're happy.
ช้อปปิ้งที่เยอรมันนี่คนต้องช้อปปิ้งอะไรห้ามพลาดเลย
อ๋อ
ช้อปปิ้งอะไร
if they go to Berlin, what is cannot miss it to buy
That's a very good question.
I saw Thai people
Everything-
they have toothpaste
Yeah.
the red one ใช่ไหมยาสีฟันเนาะ
I always would buy something that is unique, that is really local, like this perfume or some local fashion, because everything else that is not made in China.
เป็นถ้าไปก็แนะนำน้ำหอมที่เมื่อกี้แจกทุกท่านนะคะ ก็เป็นน้ำหอมโลโก้ที่เขาผลิตแล้วก็ไม่เลอะ
เสื้อฟุตบอลก็ได้
ใช่นะ
ฟุตบอลเชิ้ต
ฮะ
ฟุตบอลเชิ้ต
เสื้อฟุตบอล
The football program tour
Yeah. So, yeah, for football we have first league, we have second league football, we have basketball. So a lot of really also pro sport events taking place in Berlin. โอเค
น้ำหอมอันนี้นะคะที่บอกแล้วก็มี this is soap isn't it
Soap, it's Berlin soap. You know, symbol of Berlin is the Berlin bear. So that's why the soap also, if you open, has the shape of a bear.
anyone have more question
พี่เอาแค่ถ้าเบอร์ลิน
นะ
มีวน
เป็นสัญลักษณ์ของที่ this is a local
The bear, the symbol in our coat of arms. Symbol for Berlin, yeah.
symbol of Berlin ด้วยนะคะคือต่างๆเอาละค่ะ
And if you need my business card, please. ครับคุณครับ
ต้องกาเพิ่มไหมคะ business card ใครยังไม่ได้บ้างไหมคะ
Take one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
so
Room key you don't need.
all set now
How can I get it more if I use it all?
I can give you contact address.
ขอบคุณทุกท่านนะคะ Thank you everyone for coming Prayers Media and Wholesale Travel Agency from Unifast or Uni Inter Seco ก็ขอปิดนะคะ ปิดการสัมมนาวันนี้นะคะ แล้วก็เดี๋ยวขอเรียนเชิญถ่ายรูปข้างนอกพร้อมกันนะคะ แล้วก็ลงไปรับประทานอาหารข้างล่างห้อง